Welcome back to Dynamic Expeditions, new episode. Have you ever looked at a place and thought, this can't be real? Some places on Earth hide secrets so deep, so strange, they defy all logic. From ancient ruins that whisper forgotten languages, to lakes that behave like living creatures. These are not your average destinations. These are the top 10 most mysterious places on Earth. And trust me, number 1 will keep you up tonight. This is episode 2 of Dynamic Expeditions, where we uncover the unseen, explore the unexplained, and bring the world's strangest secrets to your screen. Buckle up, because you're about to journey across the most mind-bending spots on Earth. In the middle of the Catacombs Desert, there's a pit that's been burning for over 50 years. Locals call it the door to hell. Originally a Soviet drilling accident in the 1970s, this fiery crater was set ablaze to prevent methane leaks. But the fire never stopped. Day and night, flames roar from the ground as if Earth itself is breathing fire. It's about 70 meters wide and over 20 meters deep. The glow can be seen for miles. Tourists report feeling the intense heat from the rim. Why does it still burn? No one knows for sure. The exact volume of gas feeding it is unknown, and geologists admit they underestimated it. But one thing's clear, standing at its edge feels like staring into another world. Welcome to one of Earth's most hauntingly beautiful and deadly lakes. Lake Natron is blood red, scalding hot, and so alkaline that it literally calcifies animals. Birds that land in it often turn to stone-like statues, frozen in place. It gets its red hue from salt-loving microorganisms and algae that thrive in the extreme conditions. The lake's temperature can reach up to 60 degrees Celsius, and the pH is near that of ammonia. Yet, life exists here. Flamingos somehow thrive in these waters, nesting on salt islands and dancing across this toxic surface like it's just another day. How does life survive in death? That's the mystery yet, life exists here. Flamingos somehow thrive in these waters, nesting on salt islands and dancing across this toxic surface like it's just another day. How does life survive in death? That's the mystery. Beneath the romantic streets of Paris lies a hidden city of the dead. Over 6 million human skeletons are stacked inside tunnels that go on for miles. Built in the 18th century to combat overflowing cemeteries, these catacombs now attract thrill seekers, historians, and the occasional lost explorer. Some passages are mapped. Others? Completely uncharted. Unauthorized explorers, called cataphiles, have reported underground cinemas, secret rooms, and bizarre graffiti. Many believe parts of the catacombs are haunted. Some areas are sealed off, not because of danger, but because of what people claim lies down there. Would you enter a maze of bones beneath the City of Lights? In the canals of Xochimilco floats an island you'll never forget or escape. Every tree, branch, and post is covered in decaying, eyeless dolls. Legend says the caretaker placed the first doll after finding a drowned girl. Then more began to appear. Hundreds, thousands. Locals say the dolls move, whisper. Some believe the caretaker was possessed, driven to collect dolls to appease the spirit of the child. He died mysteriously, in the same spot where she drowned. Today, visitors leave their own dolls behind. It's become a shrine of sorrow and fear. Whether haunted or not, one look into their empty sockets, and you'll feel it, something is watching. This flat-topped mountain inspired the Lost World and even Avatar. It rises like a giant table into the clouds. Surrounded by sheer cliffs and constant mist, Mount Roraima is cut off from the world, with plant and animal species found nowhere else. The summit receives almost daily rainfall, forming isolated ecosystems. Scientists have discovered ancient species, including plants that digest metal. Local tribes consider it sacred. Some believe it's the stump of a mighty tree that once held all the fruits of the world. It's Earth, but somehow not. Beneath the scorching sun of southern Peru lies one of Earth's greatest mysteries, ancient etchings so massive, they can only be fully seen from the sky. These are the Nazca lines, an enormous canvas of lines, shapes, and creatures scratched into the desert floor nearly 2,000 years ago. There are over 800 perfectly straight lines, 300 geometric figures, and dozens of massive animal designs, from hummingbirds to spiders, monkeys to whales. Some stretch for miles, yet their precision remains mind-boggling, especially considering the Nazca civilization had no aerial view, no aircraft, no modern tools. How did they know what to carve, and why? Some believe the lines were astronomical calendars, others think they were ceremonial paths. But the real mystery is how such massive designs were created with such mathematical accuracy, and how they've survived centuries of erosion in an open desert. Even today, new lines are being discovered, hidden beneath the sands for millennia. Were they messages to the gods? Star maps? Or something more unexplainable? Whatever the answer, one thing's certain, these ancient lines continue to whisper to the skies, waiting for someone to finally decode their meaning. At the foot of Japan's majestic Mount Fuji lies a forest unlike any other on Earth, Aokigahara. But this isn't just a sea of trees, it's a sea of silence, of stories left behind, of echoes that never fade. Known as the Suicide Forest, Aokigahara has an eerie reputation that stretches far beyond its natural beauty. Step inside, and you'll feel it, the stillness. The wind barely whispers. Birds don't sing. Even your own footsteps seem reluctant. Legends say the forest is haunted by Urei, restless spirits trapped between worlds. Compasses spin without direction. Trails vanish into the undergrowth. People have entered, never to return. Authorities constantly patrol the area, often finding shoes, backpacks, and journals filled with final thoughts. And yet, despite its reputation, Aokigahara remains a natural marvel, dense, rich, and ancient. The lava caves beneath it add to its mystique, swallowing sound and light. Locals warn, don't leave the path, or you may never find your way back. It's not just a forest. It's a mirror, reflecting the darkest corners of the human mind, and the mysteries no one dares to speak out loud. Hidden deep inside a quiet forest in New York, there's a place where nature seems to defy every rule, Eternal Flame Falls. At first glance, it looks like any ordinary waterfall, the kind you'd pass by without a second look. But then, your eyes catch something unbelievable, a tiny flame burning inside the waterfall itself. Yes, real fire, dancing right behind the curtain of water. How is this even possible? The flame is fueled by a natural underground gas leak, which seeps through the cracks in the shale rock beneath the falls. And somehow, even with water crashing down around it, the fire never goes out. Scientists have studied it. Mystics have worshipped it. And travelers? They just stand in awe. But here's where it gets even stranger. The flame isn't supposed to be this strong. According to geologists, the methane levels from that fissure shouldn't be high enough to sustain fire for this long. It's a mystery even science hasn't fully solved. Some say it's a glitch in nature. Others believe it's a doorway to something ancient, untouched, and sacred. Whatever the truth is, Eternal Flame Falls feels like something out of a dream, or a legend that somehow came alive. Imagine stepping into a forest, where over 400 pine trees grow with a bizarre, identical curve at their base, as if nature itself bent them on purpose. Welcome to the Crooked Forest in Poland, a place so strangely symmetrical, it feels like a glitch in reality. Each tree bends sharply to the north before rising upward like a question mark, but why? Some say it was human intervention, maybe local farmers altered the growth for shipbuilding. Others believe it's a natural phenomenon, or even the result of a powerful snowstorm when the trees were young. But the real truth? Still unknown. Despite decades of theories, no one has ever proven how or why these trees took this eerie shape. And that mystery only deepens when you walk through the forest. It's completely silent. No birds. No wind. Just the sound of your footsteps among these silent giants. Is it natural art, or nature's secret experiment? The crooked forest remains one of Earth's most puzzling natural formations. And it's a reminder that sometimes, the strangest places don't need legends, just time to keep their secrets. Imagine stepping into a forest, where over 400 pine trees grow with a bizarre, identical curve at their base, as if nature itself bent them on purpose. In one of the coldest, most lifeless corners of the planet, lies a phenomenon so bizarre, it seems like something out of a horror film. Deep in East Antarctica, a glacier bleeds. Known as Blood Falls, this 5-story waterfall pours out of the Taylor Glacier, staining the ice a deep crimson red. But it's not blood, this eerie flow is caused by iron-rich, ancient saltwater that's been trapped beneath the glacier for over 1 million years. When the iron comes into contact with oxygen at the surface, it rusts, turning the water a terrifying blood-red hue. What's even more astonishing? Despite the freezing temperatures and lack of sunlight, microbial life still survives in this underground salty ecosystem, making it one of the most extreme environments known to science. Blood Falls is not just a scientific wonder. It's a haunting reminder that even in the most remote, frozen corners of the Earth, nature holds secrets we're only beginning to understand. The Earth is beautiful. But it's also mysterious, and maybe that's the most beautiful part of all. This is the end of episode 2 of Dynamic Expeditions. I hope you liked it, then we will back with episode 3 next week. Until stay dynamic, keep traveling across the world. Which place shocked you the most? Comment below and let us know. If you love exploring the weirdest corners of our world, make sure to like, share, and subscribe. This is Dynamic Expeditions, and we've only just begun. Imagine stepping into a forest, where over 400 pine trees grow with a bizarre, identical curve at their base, as if nature itself bent them on purpose. In one of the coldest, most lifeless corners of the planet, lies a phenomenon so bizarre, it seems like something out of a horror film. Deep in East Antarctica, a glacier bleeds. Known as Blood Falls, this 5-story waterfall pours out of the Taylor Glacier, staining the ice a deep crimson red. But it's not blood, this eerie flow is caused by iron-rich, ancient saltwater that's been trapped beneath the glacier for over 1 million years. When the iron comes into contact with oxygen at the surface, it rusts, turning the water a terrifying blood-red hue. What's even more astonishing? Despite the freezing temperatures and lack of sunlight, microbial life still survives in this underground salty ecosystem, making it one of the most extreme environments known to science. Blood Falls is not just a scientific wonder. It's a haunting reminder that even in the most remote, frozen corners of the Earth, nature holds secrets we're only beginning to understand.